Jim, office worker Jim, here in the office, here to do all the office-related tasks and procedures that you will need for me to do today. You may have noticed that I've relocated the copy machine to the 4th floor hallway. That is because it was in the way of my litter box and I could not see it. And you know what? I generally do not like them apples. Jim, can you help with my taxes? Well, here's the problem with that is that I do not have opposable thumbs, so I will not be able to produce the many ledgers and documents you will need to create to provide to the International Revenue Service on this upcoming tax day on April whatever. Can you help me commit tax fraud? Once again, I have no opposable thumbs, but that would be so fun, and I hope that you have a great time committing all of the tax frogs you can carry. Hello! I'm very happy to see you all. I'm very happy that this could be the day where I am in the office to where that I could do business to see which of my lovely candidates in the stream chat today would like a long-term future position here at Jim Company Gyms. What's the stocks like? I'd be happy to answer. You may be wondering what the stocks are like, and I'd be happy to answer. If you have any questions on what the stocks are like, I'll answer it now. Basically, the stocks are going all around. Some of them are going up and some of them are going down. But the most important stocks in the world are the ones in your heart. Yay! Love world! Rare XD stocks are through the roof. They're always going up, up, and up. And you know what? I have one more thing to add to that. Oh yeah! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! What's in the can? That's a savory beef and gravy fancy feast. My favorite snack. Yum, yummy, yummy. Delicious. What do you do with all those stocks? Well, you gotta buy low and sell high if you ask me about it. Ha ha, am I right? Am I right? We're just a couple of buddies at the office. Ha ha ha. Ha ha, having a sip of wet food by the water cooler. Yippee! Wahoo! Huh, working hard or hardly working? Ha ha! Well, today I'm working hard. Hey, everybody, you know, hey, I got a case of the Mondays. You got a case of the Mondays because it's Mondays. Jessica Rose, thank you so much for the premium subby. I very much appreciate the support to our company that we will be needing to do, that we do, for the 3rd quarter annual reports. Now, as we move into the 4th quarter, I would like to remind everyone that business is business and numbers are numbers and they all go up and down all the time. And the most important part is to make them go up, no matter what, all the time at great personal sacrifice. And that's how you do in the office, that you do office-related tasks that you do forever. Does this make sense to you? Oh, Lovey Ivy, thank you so much for the subscription at Tier 1. It's very nice to have you here, and I'd like to congratulate you on the abilities of you for subscribing that you're subscribing today. Hooray that you did that. Hooray that you did that. I would like to offer you some assistance, chat. It appears that you've come to my resume is building workshop to help with your job placement anxieties. I understand that in the working world, having a job is kinda scary, and getting one is even harder and scarier even. And you know what? I'm here to help. You don't have to worry about a dang thing. So, without further ado, I am going to tell you all the different resumes that you can do to make a resume that's of the utmost abilities for you to receive employment in the working world today. Hooray! Hello! Now I'm over here. I moved over this way to my left and your right so that we can review the many different aspects of the resume that you will need to have to do in order to succeed in the business worlds of today. One moment, please, as I collect my PowerPoint presentation. One second. This is so important. This will decide your long-term future and could even get you a job at a company that you prefer that you could have. So without further ado, we are going to go over the important aspects of a resume tier list maker. So, first, of course, we must start with the easiest one, activities and hobbies. Everybody knows that activities and hobbies are the most important things in a person's life. Because if you do not have any hobbies, you might accidentally come into work and be boring to talk to. And nobody wants that. If you come into work and you don't have anything interesting to say while I'm eating my wet food, I'll probably walk away in the middle of your sentence. And that is a tragedy. So let's make sure that we put activities and hobbies at the top of the list where it belongs. Everybody make sure that you are the most interesting person ever, because if you are not, I will get bored and I will go away. Next, of course, we have awards and honors. Nobody likes a bragger, so these are gonna go in D. Nobody wants to hear about your middle school spelling bee that you got a gold silver star on. I don't care. Listen to me. You need to focus on being interesting. If you tell me, hey, I was interesting once in middle school, I don't care. Nobody cares. Time for your work and related experience. While some might place this document on the highest part of the document, I personally believe that activities and hobbies is just a bit more important. Of course, work and related experience will come in handy in your job hunting journey, but I believe that from top to bottom, the most important thing is that you are not boring. So for your work and related experience, it could go any way. If your work and experience are cool, they could go in S tier. But if they're kind of mid, then they will go in C tier. So, since there is such a varying array of experiences, we'll put it in B tier. Now it's time for personal info. If you have any personal info, please put it at the very top. Because if I can't see any personal info, I'll forget your name and I'll be really scared. And we'll know each other for years. And I'll have never asked your name before. And it'll be so weird. And it'll be way too weird for me to start calling you by your name. Because I've never done it before. And like, I think I know what it is. Because I think I've heard other people say it. But if I say it and I'm wrong, that would basically be like the most embarrassing thing in the universe. So make sure you put it at the very top of your resume. Now, of course, it's time for references. Your references have no place on your resume, so we will add a new tier below D tier called, dumb and stupid. I seem to have removed the D tier. Hang on. References are dumb and stupid. Nobody cares. I don't care who your best friend is and why they think you're a good fit for the position. I will much rather talk to them on the phone than talk to a piece of paper. Please keep this in mind when you're working on your resume. Education. Well, to me, if you ask me, if you've gone to preschool and graduated, that's smart enough for me. I'd say C tier for education, because really, at the end of the day, who's checking for it? Not me. Not nobody. Now, skills, of course, is the most important you could have on your resume. but there are many common misconceptions in what your skills should be for what your skills are that your skills can be that they are. Many people decide to put relevant work experience in things they think will be catered personally to the job. I disagree with this. You have no many times how many times that I've not hired an individual and then found out that they could juggle. Do you know how great it would have been to have someone in the office who could juggle? It would be literally perfect. It would be the best day ever, every day. Skills is the most important you can have, but you gotta make sure that your skills are interesting and cool and fun to look at. So, with this, I hope that your abilities of making a resume have been applied to the application and have been improved to the best of your ability, that you can have for resume abilities to get hired at the job at the company that you do. Your skills are telling funny jokes. Could you please tell me a funny joke right now? Not because I need to stop talking for a moment, because for some reason talking for a long time is really, really hard to do. Who's there? Dwayne who? Dwayne the bathtub, I'm drowning! Okay, I will call the emergency services for you. Hello, 911, my very hilarious friend is drowning in the bathtub. Can you do a dollop impression?
Well, I could try. How does it sound? Is it good? Any good?
Oh, that voice is even harder to do. I can never do that for a long period of time. I don't know how she does it. Can you cough like Dollop? Here, let me try. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Wow. How talented of me. That seems like something I could put on my skills and resume in order to get a job. I hope this resume building workshop has helped you. But there's something even more important in your career placement journey, and that's deciding what you want to do with your life, of course. Now, of course, we have the standard categories of poggers, epic, okay, and cringe. Fancy Soups, thank you for the 200 bits. Wow. This cat does Dollop almost as good as Dollop. That's such a compliment that I could put it on my accolades and awards resume, on my awards resume. Now, of course, our first job you could ever have is a chef. A chef is an excellent position in the world. For, in fact, one time I knew a chef who would leave a can of delicious tuna out of the alleyway behind his restaurant for me to munch on after a hard day of stacking all that papers and memos. And you know what I've gotta say? That's epic job, especially if you give me delicious wet food after a hard day's work. Now, this seems to be a sort of cubicles of some sort, and I assume that means it's an office-related environment for an office-related position in an office job. This, of course, is the most important job in the world. Remember that if we didn't have office workers, we wouldn't have office worker Jim. And isn't that just the scariest prospect? The real Gad, thank you for the tier 1 for 44 months. 4 months away from 4 years of watching Office Worker Jim, the stream where I always am. The next job appears to be a fighting fire. If you fight fires, then you could please help me put out the one I accidentally started on the copy machine that is in the hallway on the 4th floor. I am very sorry that it is on fire. However, due to the extenuating circumstances of my position, I was not able to put the fire out and was only able to move it to a different room, so I did not have to look at it anymore. Thank you. That is okay for you to do, and I appreciate it. Probably very easy job if I had to guess. But we don't care much for slackers in this office, so okay is the best you get. Now, a doctor. A doctor is a terrible, terrible thing to be, because if you are a doctor, inevitably you will cut off my balls. I do not want that to happen. I would like to keep them, but of course, when I was adopted, my owner said that it would be terrible for me to procreate, and they did not want me to do so. So they took me to the doctor, and they took my balls, and now they're gone forever. I wish they were not gone forever, but they are. I will never see them again. Doctor is the most cringe thing you could be. Please, for the love of God, do not become a doctor, because all you will do is cause misery to the poor office workers like me. You don't want to do that, trust me. The emotional toll is too great, and also I would like more cats to keep their balls.
I'm sorry.
Now, a construction worker is an incredibly important job because who else would build the office that you go to do your office work? This is, of course, makes it an epic job that you could have. If you have an epic job like construction workers, be sure to build more offices at more places to produce work, to produce job that I could do where you work. The next position that you could have that is so a job is space. If you work at space, you are doing a cringe thing. It is very cringe to work in space. Because when you are up that in the sky, then you are as far away as you could possibly be from an office building. So because of that, that is the most cringe job you could have. Please come back to Earth with the rest of us and get behind a computer in a cubicle and have the time of your life. There's no time for you to be lazing about in the space in the sky. You gotta come back down to Earth and file the procedural reports that I need for you to do. Oh, very much, Mother. Thank you so much for the 10,000 bits. I appreciate it very much. That is the most delicious bits I've ever had, and I will use it to buy many cans of my favorite savory beef and gravy fancy feast that I like to munch on in my spare time. Thank you so very much. The next job, of course, is sports. Sports, of course, is a job that you could have, and that is actually a very epic job to have, because that is what we will talk about when we meet up at the water cooler after a hard day's work and during our break times. Of course, we have to hang out with the boys and say, did you catch sports the other day? They had so many jumps and balls and shooting hoops, and they would play all kinds of tennis and do all kinds of cool jumps. And you know what? That's just about one of the best things you could do. Because if I was at the office and I wasn't able to say, hey, did you catch the one game yesterday that they did? I don't know what I would do. The next job, of course, is microphone holder. Microphone holder is a terrible, terrible thing to be. Because if you are so loud that it will be very hard for me to take a nap. And everybody knows that the most important meal of the day is taking a nap for 18 hours. And let me tell you, if I miss out on my 18 hours, well, you're not gonna like it. Another microphone holder. I don't know why they thought this would be funny. They need to stop. Everybody cut it out. I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't want to see it. You need to cut it out. You need to go hold a microphone at the company seminar? Wrong again! The actual truth of the matter is that when there is a company seminar, I can stand atop a podium and the microphone is there for me. If I had to hold a microphone, it would cause various problems, and I would not be able to access it due to my lack of opposable thumbs. Now, of course, clowns are the only job that you could have that are equal to office working, because being a clown is so funny and silly. And if you are a clown, I would like to look at you and do a little giggle. Bonus points if you are a clown that gives me wet food. Sorry, I had to yawn. I thought it would be scary if I yawned too loud, so I made sure to do it really quiet. The next job is, guy looking at a camera. He must be some kind of YouTuber. This, of course, is not a job. Please get a life. The next job, of course, is, using a belt sander. If you use a belt sander for a living, you are okay. That's a pretty good job. I always want to lick the belt sander, but I am told that it would make my tongue go away. I would like for it to stay, so I will not be doing so. But for the people who are professionals, I am sure it's a very important job. Firefighter again, of course, is still just okay. Everybody knows that the firefighters are fine, but it's probably a really boring job, and you probably don't really need any experience to do it. The last job is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everybody knows that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has one of the most important positions in society, which is making Baywatch. Everybody knows that Baywatch is the most important movie to an office worker's career. If you don't watch Baywatch with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, functioning in the office could be absolutely terrible. If you are in the office and you haven't seen Baywatch, well, don't expect a future at this company. You saw it in Atlanta. That's beautiful. I wish I could go to Atlanta to see Baywatch every day. Anyways, I hope that this has made it so you're easily more able to find what that you could have at when you go to the office, and that you could have it. I will ask Deborah to come up with some more tier lists by asking her what the availability is for there to be another tier list for us to do. One moment, please. to me. I just had to take a brief intermission in order to visit the water cooler and enjoy my favorite savory beef and gravy fancy feast meal that I have cracked open deliciously and had a meal of. It's definitely not because talking in this register, my own register that I talk in all the time for an extended period of time is very difficult to do. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not dying. I'm definitely not dying. Hey, boss, how the sports? The sports have been excellent to watch today. If I could watch even more sports of days, then I could please watch even more sports. Did you catch the game last night? Because I sure did. And I loved it when the guy threw the ball and it went all the way across over there. And then they hit it with a stick and it went all the way up in the sky. And then it went up in the sky and then somebody caught it over there. That was such an excellent moment. I wish I could see it 35 or 40 to 58 more times. Now, of course, we have to get back down to brass snacks. And we must talk about what you will be doing and when you're sitting in the office to do your work. Staples office chairs tier list maker time. Do you know Aubergine? I shouldn't have to tell you this, but since it's your first day, I'll be a little bit lenient. Not all cats know each other. I think I would like for you to schedule a meeting with Deborah in Human Resources, and we could talk about the words that you have said to me. And you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble, but you may have to attend a brief seminar on giving me a delicious can of wet food as an apology. Thank you very much for understanding. Is there a cat resources department? Well, they're one and the same. Deborah's been good to me. Deborah's been giving me delicious wet food, and a little can of sardines. And you know what? I kind of love her for that. She's great. She's the best person to ever live, I think. Maybe the best to ever live, even. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for the wet food. Now, of course, we must talk about these delicious chairs that you will be using in the office. Now, the art field is an F-tier chair. Just a real piece of shit. Nobody likes it. Baird. Now, the Baird is an excellent leather chair. As you can see, it's perfect for doing big scratches on. My claws would cut through this like paper, and I love it. It's the best. There's nothing better to sharpen my little pawsy wazies on. Is that work appropriate language? Haha, I won't tell if you don't. I read that sometimes being a bit crass can increase work morale, even if just a little bit. Of course, we cannot rely on this method often, or else the office will have a loosey-goosey or chaotic feel. But being able to relate to the workers is a great way to ensure that productivity stays high and stays there. Now, the beauty rest is fine, I guess, but of course it's a bit too hard for my claws to go all the way through. So I'm going to say it's a mid-tier. Now, of course, we have the Burwell. One of the most perfect and most comfortable scratching chairs you could imagine. I love it very much. The only issue is its surface area, which might be just a little too small for me to comfortably scratch without fear of making it unsittable for my deliciously perfect, beautiful office workers who do so many tasks and procedures for me. Now it's time for the Lazy Boy Bradley. I would not like to use this chair very much as its leather is not as fun to scratch as the Baird or the Burwell. The Lazy Boy Bradley could do better, and it could always do better and work to improve, so we give it a D to make sure it knows it could do better someday. The Bresser is an embarrassment. If you have this chair, you're fired. Get away from me, get out of my sight. This chair is the worst thing I've ever seen. If you ever come into the office with a chair like this again, I will personally come to your home and scratch up all of your furniture and knock over all of your pots and pans and make a gosh dang mess. The Burlston is up there with the Baird in some of the most scratchable chairs you can imagine. Sinking my claws into this bad boy would be a delight only bestowed upon the most beautiful of kitty cats like myself. Next, of course, is the Cabal. This is an F-tier chair because once you hop up all that tallness of that tall chair, it's very hard for a beautiful kitty cat like myself to get back down. And let me tell you, that's a pretty scary predicament to be in. If you've ever been in a chair that's too high, you may be entitled to financial compensation. And let me tell you, this Cabal chair is a dangerous piece of work for a kitty cat like me. Next, of course, is the Carter. Nobody likes this one. Just too hard, too plasticky. The mesh backing makes it difficult for my claws to get a grip, and sometimes they get stuck. And then I get scared and I start trying to pull my claw out. And it's so hard to do it, and it takes at least 32 seconds. And I don't like them apples one bit. Dormeo Espo. I don't know what this is. It can go in C. Driscott is another terrible mess chair. Nobody wants it. Nobody likes it. Actually, the seat could provide for some good scratchage material, though I wouldn't be holding my breath, if you know what I mean. Next, of course, you have the gaming chair. Now, many of you might not know this, but a gaming chair is perfect for sinking your claws into, mainly because you could tell that it was made with the utmost expensivest leather of $8,000,000,000,000,000 that it was made to create that you could sit in the gaming experience of a lifetime, which makes it all the better to destroy with my little fucking claws. TTV Kachakathic Jump Shark, thank you so much for the beautiful display of my visage. I'm very glad you understand that this is what I look like on my day-to-day. Now, of course, we will talk about the Hazing chair. The Hazing chair is a piece of garbage. Nobody likes it. It's the worst thing to ever exist. Very little scratching surface area and not particularly comfortable to tear up. Now, of course, it's time for the Hyken. This thing is all plastic. You don't want this. You might think you do, but you don't.
I brought you some cat treats. Listen, can I just stay clocked in for the rest of the year? I feel like that'll be easier for both of us.
Hey, that does seem pretty good. Actually, I would like you to come in once a week with more wet food and treats. But other than that, please take the year off. You've been working hard and you deserve it. Now it's time, of course, for the Kelburn, another leather chair. This one most deliciously scratchable. I would do anything to sink my claws into this bad boy, and let me tell you, they won't come out of it for a long time. Now, of course, for the Mark Count. Ugly and hideous and terrible. The texture is terrible. It's too strong to scratch at, and it hates me and it wants me to die. So, right back at you, Mark Count chair. Now, of course, it's time for the Montbrook. The Montbrook, of course, is one of the leather chairs of all time. Its scrumbly, flumbly texture makes it perfect for scratching up. And once you open it up, there's all kinds of delicious foam inside that you could eat. The Montesa 2 is, of course, too hard and too rigid to be fun to mess up and scratch around. Nobody wants it, not even you. The Osgood is pretty Osgood. I'll give it a B for its Osgoodness. Next, it's time for the Rockvale. This looks hard. I don't like it. It's scary. It makes me uncomfortable, and I hate it. The Sealy Roba is red, just like red things. And you know what I think is that that's pretty interesting. It's not as good as, of course, a Burwell or a gamer chair, but it does serve a place in the office ecosystem for me to sink my little claws into. Next, of course, it's time for the Sarita. I don't know what this is, and new things scare me. The Stinier Lockridge. I don't know what this is either, and I'm scared of it, but honestly, it does look a little bit plush. It could be fun to scratch. We'll have to do some extra testing, but for now it will go and see. The Telford looks delightfully plush and perfect for destruction. I would love to tear this thing to shreds. The TP9000, it seems like another terrible mesh chair. I don't understand why they keep trying to get away with this. The Torrent. The Torrent is beautiful because you can, if you miss a sports game, you can torrent it from the internet. And this is the perfect chair to sit on while you do so. Turcoticidal. I don't know what this is, but it's scary and I hate it. Now for the Torrent. The Torrent we actually already did, and we're going to put it again right next to itself. The Arazi Veruda V2 is yet another gaming chair, one that we should not be taking lightly. Scratching up a gamer chair is of the utmost beauty and fun in the world that you could have. And trust me, the price point is one of the benefits of destroying it. Westcliff, that's gonna be a C tier. I don't really care for it. It's beautiful, but it doesn't scratch well. So I'm gonna say that this is it. This is our beautiful gaming chair, scratching chair tier list. If you ever need any more information, please look up the scratching tier list for yourself and see where you could put all the chairs that you have. Now, of course, no office is complete without delicious snacks. If we don't have snacks in the office, you could basically tell me that I'm going home, because I am. Now, of course, I will start with the easy one. Orange. Orange is poison to me. I cannot eat an orange because I am a cat. There you go. Same with this blueberry muffin. That is also poison to me. I cannot eat it. Actually, all the chocolate is poison to me also, so I cannot eat those at all. If I did, I would die. The Uncrustables have fruit-flavored jam, which would kill me dead. Maybe an apple. I don't know if apples are bad for me, but I assume they are. A bagel is, of course, one of the most delicious meals you could have in the office. Have you met a funny cat named Aubergine? You know, this is not the first time I've been asked this question. I think you all need to re-examine your personal biases. I will be signing you up for a seminar with Deborah so she can go over the sensitivity training you will need to communicate with me effectively. Thank you. Hello Kitty eats apples, so it's okay. I'm gonna, hang on a second. Can cats have apples? Yes, an occasional small piece of apple flesh is generally fine. Okay, well that's perfect then. I guess I'll eat an apple. A is for apple, that's why it's an A. What about banana? Can cat have banana? Can cat have banana? Cats can eat banana. Cat can eat a banana. B is for banana. Now, potato chips, I do know for a fact cats can eat because I Googled it once. They shouldn't, though. It's really not good for our tummies, so don't give me a potato chip or I'll say eh. Barbecue chips are delicious, so they can go in B tier for barbecue. Now, a flaming... Can cats have flaming hot Cheetos? Cats shouldn't eat Cheetos. They would have to eat an entire bag before things start going south. So I could have some, you say. Then I guess I'll have just a few. I'll be bad. A flaming hot lime. Lime is, of course, citrus, which is more poison to me. I don't want it. Cheetos, jalapenos. I'm sorry, Eve. I'm not supposed to eat them. They're really bad for me. But you can't deny that cheddar cheese jalapeno Cheetos are literally the best thing to grace this planet Earth. Now, moving on to Cheez-Its. Can cats have cheese Cheez-Its. Not Flamin' Hot Cheez-Its. They're on the no-go list. Best avoided. Empty calories. Sounds delicious. I got a little Cheez-Its. Empty calories is just another way of saying that they don't want me to have it, but it's delicious. Mini sandwich creams. Sure, why the fuck not? I've never had one, but it sounds delicious. Now, let's see. The Cool Ranch Doritos. Can cats have Cool Ranch Doritos? Not recommended, but safe. If it's safe, I'm munching it up. Honey barbecue Fritos. These are the best version of Fritos, so we're gonna have to put them in S tier. Original Fritos are fine too, but they'll have to go in B because they generally suck unless you can have them with some dip. Now it's time for more chocolate. If I eat this, I'll die. Baked potato chip. More potato chip. Nature Valley oats and honey. Can cats eat? Can cats have granola bar? Cats shouldn't eat granola bar, and some varieties can be toxic. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you in garbage tier, but no hard feelings. Oh, this has peanut butter. Can I have peanut butter? I don't know. Hang on. Peanut butter. Yay! I can have peanut butter! A tier. Kettle corn, I know for a fact, is just corn, and corn is good for cats, and most cat food is made out of corn. So, of course, that is going to be S tier for me. Let's go. Popcorners. Shout out to Popcorners. Delicious. Ain't no way someone well-raised would be here. Well, fortunately, we take all types at the Resume Building Workshop for Office Worker Gym. Here at Office Worker Gym, we are able to provide many of the different abilities that you will need to provide on your resume in your office in order to create splendid things for you to be and to make into your future. So please sit tight, get out your notepad, and write down as much as you can, because this will help you get 8 million jobs. Pretzels. Can I have pretzels? I don't actually know. Nope, apparently not. Then these are going in the garbage. Can cats have Rice Krispie treats? More sugar than cereal. Stomach upset. Well, I'll take one for the team because these shits are delicious. Ruffles, you could go with the other chips. They're all just chips at the end of the day, if you ask me about it. And Fortico, thank you so much for the resub for 6 months. That's half of a year. Excellent job being at the company for this long. Takis. I feel like I already know the answer, but can I have Takis? No, cats shouldn't eat Takis. Oh no, it leads to discomfort and health issues, but I love Takis! God damn it! Okay, well, they could go in garbage. Now, what are we looking at here? I can't even tell what this is. Is this gummy worms? Can I have gummy worms? Gummy edibles? Gummy edibles? That's not what I asked. Oh, it says I could choke on it. You could choke on anything, though. Life is short. Eat gummy worms. Tostitos cheese. Can cats have cheese? Sure, I don't know. I like cheese. Now, of course, we have Swedish fish. These are garbage because they are the deceiver. They might look like delicious fish, but they taste nothing like our friendly little sardines. They actually taste More like fruit and sugar flavors. They are the deceiver. Do not trust them. They are evil. They're not fish. They're made out of other stuff. They just look like fish. Do not trust them ever at all. They are liars. They are deceivers. They are evil. They are demon. They are demon. I'm telling you, they are demon. Now it's time for our office supplies tier list maker. Now, of course, there are a lot of office supplies in the office that you could have to use in the office. Everybody knows that the office supplies is the best office supplies you could have at the office to have. Of course, we'll start with the pen. These slide across the ground perfectly, and I love launching them under the copy machine at 800 miles per hour with my little paws. These, of course, are going to go in A tier for their ability to slide and glide across the ground and go all around the goddamn place. Deborah tells me that I should stop doing that because it makes a mess and it's really annoying to clean up. But I'm probably going to keep doing it in secret. One day, they'll move that copy machine out of the 4th floor hallway and see the whole 900 pens that have been launched underneath it. Now it's time for the telephone. This is loud and annoying, and I hate it. It should stop and it should shut up. If I ever hear a telephone ring, I start to go insane, and I lose my mind, and I begin to tear up my own reality with the confines of my insanity. Next is a stapler. These go clicky-clack, and that's pretty cool. I like watching them go clicky-clack. I'm gonna drink this juice. Also water. Remember to drink plenty of water in the office. It's okay. The juice is savory beef and gravy, wet food, fancy feast, delicious. This is office chair. Office chairs are the best. You may notice that all the chairs in the office have claw marks. That's normal. They came that way, I promise. I was just talking about the importance of water, and look at this, a water cooler. This is where you go to talk about the sports. Definitely A tier. Let's see, we have the printer. The printer is a device that scares me. Every once in a while, even when nobody's anywhere near it, it'll start making strange sounds and outputting paper. I don't like it. It's evil. It's possessed by demons. The computer is a fantastic place. It's where I learn of the culture of other cats much like myself. Ones that has cheeseburger even. I love to communicate with others through the computer device as I am now. The sticky note is a wonderful thing because it's edible and I like to eat it and it's delicious and munchable. The boss is me, so that's the S tiers. The handshakes are okay. Unfortunately, because I am not declawed, whenever I shake people's hands, they get very upset. So I'm going to put them in D tier. The office boardroom is a wonderful place, and I love to take big naps in this one. So that's going to be A tier. I don't know what this thing is, and it scares me, and I'm scared of the unknown, so it's going to go in D tier. Email. Everybody knows that email is one of the most effective ways to communicate in the communication office where you communicate when you communicate. This will be going in B tier as I use it to communicate when I'm communicating and I communicate. More email, except different this time, is going to go exactly the same place as normal email because what the heck is the difference? I don't even know. Now, finally, we move on and we finish our office supplies tier list maker, and we move on to our next office-related tier list right now. Genshin Impact Sexuality Headcanons. It's time... It's time to go over the sexuality of Genshin Impact characters. Of course, we need to know this abilities for us in the workplace to have, for us to have, that we have it. this is of course the only other thing you could ever discuss when you're at the water cooler is the sexuality of Genshin Impact characters. So first we'll start with this green one. The green one is going to go in asexual because, I don't know, whatever. I pressed the wrong one, but he could be aromantic also. This is the wizard. The wizard is, of course, queer unlabeled. He defies labels. He doesn't care for them very much. So he's going to decide later on or never at all, and that's okay. He doesn't feel the need to label his sexuality. This beautiful woman is, of course, bisexual and pansexual and other and equivalent. This looks like some kind of living armor. I'm sure it's straight and heterosexual. I don't really know. This orange man is definitely a lesbian. This guy seems to be quite the asexual aromantic, if you must ask me. This individual seems to definitely be, probably asexual if I had to guess. Next we have the Penguin from Batman, which, as we all know, is the gayest person to ever grace this fine earth. This is Stocking from Patty and Stocking. She's going to be, other not mentioned because I forget. I don't remember what happens in that show. This, of course, is a literal child, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I can't tell. They all kind of look ambiguously aged. Maybe they should all be a literal child. This could be probably a bisexual. The golden hair streak makes me think it's so. This definitely looks like a straight guy. I don't know what it is. It's the vibe. Office worker Jim, I need those silly papers on my silly desk by 5. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was so far behind on silly papers. I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment, please. Be right back. 1 moment. 1 moment. Hello, I have returned. Why the fuck is there no music? Oh wait, there is. It's just in between songs. Hello, hello, hello. I am back from the void. Talking is really hard, so I don't know how much longer we can go. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my darn best. I am in fact dying. Let's continue to organize the Genshin Impact sexuality headcanons. This of course is a lesbian, I guess. I've never seen any of these characters. This of course is asexual and aromantic. As well as this one is there also there. This is a ghost, and everybody knows that all ghosts are bisexual. That looks like a literal child. Am I winning? Did I guess right? Is that a literal child I see? The Crispy Boy, thank you for the follow. Next, of course, up is this guy. I don't know why, but he also kind of looks like a child to me. I don't know. Hard to tell. This one, of course, is wearing the bisexual red eyeliner, so of course he is bisexual. I'm gonna guess a literal child again. It's really hard to tell, but I'm gonna assume that that's a literal child. Oh, wait, oh my god, I didn't realize how many there were. They need to calm down. Is that Aloy? Is this Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn? What the fuck? This one is gay. This one is probably a lesbian. This one is probably the straightest person to ever live. I don't know. This one is other/not mentioned. This one is definitely gay. Everybody knows this. This one's probably asexual if I had to guess. As is this one. 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 This one, of course, is bisexual. As is this one. As is this one. As is this one. As is this one. That looks like another literal child. It's really hard to tell, though. I cannot stress enough how impossible it is when all of your characters look like weird babies. Crystal Zenaida, thank you so much for the resub for 15 months. This one is probably, lesbian. I guess. This one must be aromantic. This is gay. This is pretty gay. That one I assume is also a literal child, but again, it's anyone's guess at this point. They have slightly rounder faces, so I'm assuming that that's like the indicator. This looks like a straight. This looks like maybe a bisexual. Who can say? Crystal Zenaida, thank you for the tier 1, a small April bonus. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome for the Yuri report. I'm glad it will do all of the numbers we need in the second quarter of our business structure for this year's fiscal promises that we must make to our investors. I don't know what this is. I don't know. This is probably a gay person. This is a lesbian. This is also a lesbian, but also I think it might be a literal child. It's, I don't know. This of course is... That's a gay. That's probably a gay. That's probably definitely a gay. That looks like a literal child. Am I getting the children right? Like, am I guessing correctly on these? This might be a gay. This one might be aromantic. This one is definitely aromantic asexual. This one is queer unlabeled. This one is, of course, a bisexual. 50-50? Okay. All right. That's not too bad. Maybe this one is queer unlabeled as well. This one is, of course, not mentioned. Nobody knows. That's a lesbian. That right there is a lesbian. That right there is definitely a lesbian. That right there is definitely a queer unlabeled. That right there is definitely bisexual. All bisexuals have witch hats, so it's actually quite easy to tell. This one is going to be, of course, asexual and aromantic. Did you learn that in HR? Yes, it was part of my sensitivity training for bisexual witch hat wearing bisexuals. That looks like a literal child. That looks like a literal child. That's definitely a literal child. This one, of course, is asexual and aromantic. This one, of course, is a lesbian. Everybody knows that this is a straight individual. Lay, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Genshin Impact Sexuality tier list. Let's see. This one is definitely a lesbian. That's another literal child. I don't know what this is. Probably not mentioned. Who knows if they're even from Genshin and Impact. This one is aromantic. This one is another literal child, I assume. Gay. Wait, I said lesbian. That's fine. You could also be a lesbian if you want. If you really work hard and try hard, you could be a lesbian. You're bisexual. Aloy, someone said Aloy was canonically bisexual. I'm gonna just say that's true. I don't know what's going on here, but it's a lot. I think you might be asexual. You look like maybe you're some kind of silly person. Definitely straight. Definitely straight. This one is definitely aromantic asexual. What is this one? This is a gay. That's another literal child. Probably bisexual if I had to guess. We love our wide-brimmed hats, you know. This is probably a lesbian. This is an aromantic individual. This is another aromantic individual. This is a bisexual. It's the hat. I'm telling you, you could always tell by the fucking hats. This is a gay. That's a gay. That's a gay. 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 Oh wait, we're done. We did it. You're welcome for this seminar on the Genshin Impact Sexuality Headcanons tier list. Hooray! Hooray about that! Oh, we did get the same hat girl twice. Why would they do that? Anyways, it's time to move on to our final tier list of the day. Can cats have gummy worms? Wait, no, that's a different thing. We're going to create a Microsoft Office tier list maker for Microsoft Office of what we can use in Microsoft Office. I don't know what E is, so I'm gonna say what? F is for Photoshop. Everybody knows you need Photoshop on your device in order to create beautiful, realistic images. That will be an A tier for making beautiful, realistic images. This is for Adobe. Adobe is B tier because they try to screw you over with their ridiculous subscription plans. Teams is S tier because everybody loves communicating with their Office team, and everybody loves hearing the beautiful Microsoft Teams ping noise, blaring at 900 decibels throughout the office at any given moment. D is for dinosaurs. Everybody loves dinosaurs, so of course that's going to be A tier. I even wish that dinosaurs were real. XL is the devil. XL is the devil. There needs to be a tier that's just the devil. This is, hang on. The devil. XL is the devil. Do not trust it. N is for newgrounds.com. Not appropriate for work hours, I'll tell you that. If we had a nickel for every time we had to send somebody to Deborah in HR in order to get them off of that newgrounds.com, we would have enough in our third annual quarter report, our third quarter report, to create a whole budget plan for how to proceed in the future. Next is, of course, Outlook, the greatest communication device known to man. That's going to go in S tier next to Teams because it's great for synergizing communications with the whole office workplace. P, of course, is also for Photoshop, and that's going to be A. Obviously, there are two different spellings of Photoshop. One where you PHF sound and one where you FF sound. S, of course, stands for sauerkraut, which I don't know if cats can eat or not, so I'm going to put it in C tier. Now, this one is S for scrapbook, and scrapbooking is very important to do so that you can remember all of the beautiful times you shared with your working office team. V, of course, is for, Vermont. Thank you. Vermont is, of course, the devil, so it will be going to the devil tier. If you go to Vermont, you may notice that it's the devil. Y stands for yogurt. And yogurt, I don't know. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on. Can cats have yogurt? Cats can eat yogurt providing it's plain and unsweetened. In that case, our yogurt will be in the S tier. P, of course, is for PowerPoint, Photoshop, C tier, PowerPoint, Photoshop, time. This, of course, is the play button from YouTube. You are only allowed to have this one when you reach 100,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Of course, we have done this many times over and we'll put it in A tier because of how great it felt when we reached 10,000 subscribers. This is the blue check mark on Twitter.com, which of course is an excellent resource for any business to have. Thank you, Elon Musk, for making it so accessible. A tier, thank you so much. You're my best friend. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it seems to be some kind of landscape. I do love me some landscapes, so I'll put it in what tier? Now, PowerPoints are an excellent device used to present presentations that you can present to your office workplace in order to improve morale and have a visual aid that you will use to create the things that you create in order to keep your team on track. Please use this for every meeting you have from now until the sun explodes and consumes the earth. This seems to be the mountains from Mario, but they're upside down. That has no place in the workplace because if you're playing video games, you're affecting productivity negatively. Next, of course, we have Microsoft Word, and Microsoft Word is one of the more important devices you can have to Microsoft the worms. If you use Microsoft Word, you might have noticed that Microsoft Word is great for typing out emails, typing out papers, and typing out typing. B is, of course, B is for beef and gravy savory fancy feast, which of course is the best thing that anyone could ever have. S tier. And lastly, Skype, which is the devil. This concludes our final tier list for the evening, and thank you very much for enjoying it with me. I appreciate your abilities to have company cultures explained in order to create a more synergized workplace that we can use to synergize the workplace. Now, I need to just be honest here. I genuinely don't think we have any positions open right now, but I do hope that you carry this forward into your career searching journey in order to career search your searches, to career search to find a position that you like that fills all of your roles and provides you with plenty of savory beef and gravy, delicious fancy feast. Because let me tell you, that shit hits. Of course, you may use me as a reference in your next job interview, but please know that I don't really know what you're all about and can only tell fabulous lies. Because of this, I would recommend finding references in your daily life that are not a cat, a silly kitty cat. I'm sorry that I cannot hire you, but this was not a work orientation. It was simply a job placement training. But now that you have these tools, please look forward to the future with the utmost confidence that you will be able to get a job in the field of your choosing, and it will be so goddamn easy that you could do it with your eyes closed. I will now turn things over to my assistant. Her name is Dollop, and she's a weird creature with, like, long arms and legs, and she doesn't purr at all. She doesn't even wear glasses, and she has no business decorum in the slightest. But unfortunately, she is an intern here, so I do need to provide her with the ability to speak with the team members. 1 second, please.
Hi. Hi, y'all. Hi. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you can't tell by the register I'm in right now, my throat is dying. I wanted this to last until 9 because we have a special Yuri night at 9 in the Discord server, but I cannot do it. I cannot continue. I'm dying. I'm gonna drink a lot of water. I already have been. I've been drinking water this whole time, and it's like not helping. This was maybe a little bit more ambitious than I should have gone, but also it was really fun. So I'd love to do something like this in the future, though I might pre-record gym lines. You know, pre-recording like so yeah, thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you're new here, we do have a special Yuri watch party in the Discord server, which a link was posted by Monument Island just now. Yeah, we're gonna do that at 9 p.m. EST, so in a little less than an hour. If you're new here, yes, this is what every single stream we've ever done is like. I need to like lay down for a little bit because my throat is dying. What's the Yuri tonight? It's a special Yuri night. Don't pay attention to what day it is because it doesn't matter. But yeah. I also would like to thank Twitch for having a joke that lined up with the one I wanted to do. Because I got a notification on Twitch before the stream started that said, check out our totally real new categories. And one of those categories was just catting. So just chatting, but with the word cat. I was already planning on doing an office worker gym stream. I did not expect for just catting to be a thing. I am genuinely so happy and so like I was giggling when I saw that. I was literally like, oh, it's perfect. We did it. So yeah, thank you so much once again for coming to this. I straight up, like, I want to be all like, thank you. I love you so much. You're all perfect. My throat is like deteriorating and I need to stop talking. So I will see you all at 9 p.m. for Yuri night. Please get excited because it's a special one. If you're not in the Discord server, the link was posted by Monument Island a little bit earlier. You just gotta scroll up and click on it. So yeah, if you want to be in that watch party, hit it up. Hit up. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna lay down. Yeah, it's vocal rest. I'm gonna be like on vocal rest for the next like 24 hours. Goodbye. Ah! Oh wait. We have a raid phrase. What's our raid phrase? Our raid phrase is delicious, savory beef and gravy, fancy feast straight from the can.
Delicious, savory beef and gravy, fancy feast straight from the can.
That's our raid phrase. Go ahead and copy and paste that into the chat if whoever we end up raiding. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Please take care. Have a fantastic night. And I will see you all at 9 in the Discord server for our watch party.
Whee!